Hello, BookTube, and welcome back to Dictember. This is a inaugural BookTube event created by Mark at Book Time with Elvis, and I'm one of the co-hosts, along with Sean D. Stanfast and Michael K. Vaughn. Everybody has cool middle initials, except for me, because if your first name is Steve and your last name is Donoghue and your middle initial is T, you don't get to use your cool middle initial. Don't get to have anything monogrammed. But anyway, that's a psychodrama for another day. I have been having a great time reading private detective fiction of all kinds, especially once I was admonished gently out of my initial stance that private investigators had to work for money. If you remove that, then that broadens the field considerably, and I've had a ball. This has just been an absolute blast, and it's continued. Really, I've hardly set a foot wrong. The first Anna Pigeon book by Nevada Barr, Track of the Cat, was good. It was good. It was competent. Rock solid. Nothing wrong with it at all. And that's about the worst reading experience that I've had so far this month, which is amazing. That's an event, that's a dream come true. So, and I'm happy to say that my reading experience last night was every bit as good. We are going. Maybe I'm jinxing things. Maybe the last few days of the month will be really bad. But so far, Dictember is in fine form. Even though the book I read last night was kind of categorically designed to displease me. As you might be able to tell why. It's by D.B. Olson, which is a pen name for Dolores Hitchens, and it's The Cat Saw Murder. There's the little creature right there who not only saw murder but clearly wants to do murder. This is a Rachel Murdoch mystery. I don't think I've read any other Rachel Murdoch mysteries, and I get and I haven't checked, but I get the impression from this that it's the first Rachel Murdoch mystery. She's older. She's a feisty older woman. She's in her 70s. So she's up in Miss Marple territory, but she's a lot more active than Miss Marple. At least the novel version of Miss Marple, and also the Joan Hickson version of Miss Marple, not Dame Margaret Rutherford. Dame Margaret Rutherford's Miss Marple was very active, unbelievably so, one might say. But Rachel Murdoch in this book is spry enough to get around. She's spry enough to go spelunking in where she shouldn't be, to go investigating clues in hidden rooms and whatnot. And this involves a story. It takes place in California, and she gets a notice from her niece Lily that there's some sort of trouble where Lily is, which is just a quick train ride from where she is. So she decides to go and help out Lily, who is an heiress to a vast amount of money. And for some god unknown reason, she decides to take her cat along with her in a basket on the train. And they no sooner get to Lily's home than a murder attempt is made on the cat. So I had a great burst of enthusiasm while I was first reading this thing, thinking, all right, well, if at first you don't succeed. But no, the person who ends up dead is Lily. This is I believe, an older novel. I didn't actually check the publication date on it, but I believe it's probably a century old. You can certainly tell that from the general level of eloquence in the prose, which modern-day writers simply cannot ape. They simply do not have the schooling for it. But also in the brutality of the thing. There's quite a bit of just casual violence in this thing. Not in a depraved kind of way, but you definitely notice that there are stakes involved here, especially since Lily's not the only person who ends up dead, and the police eventually become involved. Rachel Murdoch seems to do okay without them, but there's a police detective named Mayhew who gets involved, who's a wonderful character. Actually, all the characters in this book, even the what is it, baby? You don't like the picture of the cat, do you? Probably the same size as you are. All the characters in here are well drawn. And once again, I think that this author was insanely prolific. So once again, I am faced with the same problem that I've had time and time again in Dictember, which is scratching the surface of a writer that just makes me want to plunge in and read 12, 15 books when immediately when I am going to do that, but I'm not going to do that in September because I don't want to just say, well, here's the new Dolores Hitchens book that I read today, as opposed to the 10 that I read the last 10 days. I'd rather keep things, a little new and fresh. So I'll be moving on to someone else. Oh God, baby, do you want to get down? Is that what you're fussing about? Go on. Go on, baby. Oh, you're not going to stop, are you? Oh no, you are. You're going to stop. All right. She'd go down to the floor. She just wanted to lay next to me, that's all. Uh, what was I saying before the baby interrupted me? I'm going to move on to another author, a different author. Even if this author, D.B. Olson, I think was only one pen name for Dolores Hitchens, she could easily have written under other pen names, other series that don't have anything to do with Rachel Murdoch. That's easily possible, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not even going to stick with this author under another pen name. I'm going to go on to somebody else. So this is another. This was quite good. I mean, it's fast paced. It doesn't pull any punches. It's definitely not a cozy mystery, and it's intricately plotted. So there's a new twist in every chapter, and my rock solid theory of the case was disposed of in no time at all. I had no idea. I could not guess, and yet, unlike with a few other Golden Age murder mystery writers that I've been reading for Dictember, there wasn't much in the way of dirty pool here. In a couple of the earlier authors that I've read, the definition of dirty pool in a mystery story is, could you as a reader put the pieces together and solve the mystery? Now, if you can't do that with the pieces that are in the book, in the chapters before the big reveal at the end, then the thing that would have allowed you to do it should be a big reveal to everybody. It shouldn't be that the detective knows the thing and the writer is intentionally not having them disclose what it is. That's dirty pool. It should be that you can figure it out, or at least come close. And I didn't at all in this. It's got twists and turns galore. It's just wonderfully done. Wonderfully done. I am now a Dolores Hitchens fan, so I will be looking for other books, but not tomorrow. Tomorrow we will move on to new territory. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Another success for Dictember, and I will be back. Thank you, BookTube.